we're just 5 minutes away from the start of the 1991 European Cup Winners' Cup final. Awaiting the teams to take to the pitch. Over the past 6 years, occasions such as these haven't really mattered to English football. 15,000 Manchester United fans with tickets have made their way over by train and boat and plane, and they're helping to provide a really splendid atmosphere here in the Feijenoord Stadium.
Thanks a lot, Elton, and let us first check on the two teams. Manchester United first. Well, manager Alex Ferguson had only one major decision to make after it became clear that Les Sealey would be fit for the first time since that Rumbelow spinal injury, and Gary Pallister had also shaken off injury. It was in the midfield where Neil Webb has lost out. Mike Phelan is on the right side of midfield. Paul Ince joining Brian Robson at centre midfield. Barcelona already missing goalkeeper Zubi Zareta and midfield man Amor, both suspended today. United coming slightly as underdogs here tonight. Barcelona wearing the blue strip get the European Cup Winners' Cup final underway. Manchester United in a strip of all white. Tackling will be tough here tonight. Johan Cruyff was quoted yesterday as saying that you have to push the referees to the limit in these sort of games with your tackling and your attitude and your tactics. So Mr. Carlson from Sweden can expect quite a difficult and demanding night. Hughes with a little touch for Owen. Up to McClare. Back to Owen, who's never scored for Manchester United. Nando shepherding the ball back to goalkeeper Busquets. First time a European club competition has been seen live on television by over 100 countries. Bruce, so a big audience here to watch Manchester United's performance tonight. Hughes. Pallister. Here's McClare. Little flick by him. Can Sharp reach this one? No, Nando was always in pole position. And a little throw out to Ronald Koeman. Alisanko. Good play here by Pallister. It was so important that he regained his fitness after that little injury niggle against Crystal Palace last weekend. Koeman getting it back. 10 minutes of this Cup Winners' Cup final has gone. Barcelona 0, Manchester United 0. Bruce almost losing out there for a moment. There's Pallister. That's a good ball by Pallister. Now McClare, and a real chance for Manchester United. Oh, and he's knocked it over. That was a glorious opportunity, and Brian Leclerc, who scored in every round. What a good pass by Pallister. And it looked odds on here that something might happen for United, and well, that was the final result.
I mean, it was a long ball. It wasn't tight at all. He had plenty of room. He took the ball long, and he didn't steady himself at all.
Well, here's McClare again in possession, and this time Busquets out quickly as Hughes went in to challenge. Ince hustled out of it by Eusebio. Koeman playing it to Baquero, tangling there with Phelan. Now they're bringing Michael Laudrup into it. He's always dangerous coming in from this left-hand angle. 26-year-old Danish international, twice Denmark's Footballer of the Year. Well wide with that shot, though.
I think it's fair to say that he's looked the most dangerous player on the park at the moment, and the player most likely to do something.
Only 20 years old.
Well, since we praised him, he's gone and made a couple of bad balls. You better start praising everybody else.
Eusebio, cut out well by Blackmore. Here's Sharp now. Blackmore going on ahead of him, getting a bit of support there, but it was a casual ball that Sharp played forward there. And here's Eusebio, breaking now for Barcelona. Salinas through the middle. Sealey will get there first. Curious header there by Paul Ince. Bruce. Owen gets it away. Let's have a quick word from Dennis Law. Halfway through the first half, Dennis, your impressions?
I think that Manchester United have done extremely well. Barcelona got off to a good start in the opening minutes of the game, but considering that we think Barcelona is such a great side, I, at the moment, cannot see any danger at all for United if United play. And I think they've done extremely well. Should have taken the lead when McClair was straight through, and the ball bobbled up a little bit. But I think United have done well. They've reduced Barcelona to just one shot.
Thank you, Dennis. Well, another throw for United.
Well, Dennis is quite right, but I still say the lawman would have buried that ball in the back of the net.
Well, Owen with the throw. McClair. Owen. McClair having a shot tucked off him there by Ferre. And the referee running across to give the free kick. The big men are up there again. Robson's in there too. Bruce is very deep on this one, and Pallister's in there too, and it almost came for Hughes. And you just got a glimpse there what we were talking about, because that was almost a clear header there for Gary Pallister.
Well, the game's died a bit. The crowd are really shouting at the moment, but I would think there's more Manchester United supporters in the ground than there are Barcelona to cheer at the moment.
Good work by Ince for Hughes. Sharp has made a little break, and the ball just kept away from the corner by Ferre.
What would you say, 2-1 in Manchester United's favour?
There certainly seem to be more United fans than Barcelona.
A lot more, Brian, yeah. They're certainly making more noise as well.
Irwin's throw. No, kept in play. Comes for Robson. Crossed in by him. Keeper's ball. Up to Bakaylo. Back to Nando. Galasenko. Don't think we'll find him straying too far forward. Cut out by Robson. McClair letting it run. Gets past Koeman. Sharp, and look at the keeper right out there. Oh, that'll do his morale a world of good. In fact, he used to smoke 40 cigarettes a day. He's now given that up, and in fact just this last week has completed a commercial in the anti-smoking drive. Here's Hughes, and that's a corner. Came off Galasenko.
Right, let's see what can happen here, because at the moment, both sides, really, their crossing has let them down rather badly. Very few's been pinpointed. Let's see what Irwin can do with this corner.
Well, let's see what Irwin can do, indeed. And Pallister and Bruce are in there again. Will come now maybe for Clayton Blackmore, but Clayton would have preferred that, I think, on the right foot. Hughes. That's the first bit of Mark Hughes we've seen, where he's looked confident and he's held off people and he's played the ball well and found his man. Bruce wanting it forward again. Here's Hughes again. That's a good ball again for Freeland. Crossed in there, and Ronald Koeman again there for Barcelona. It'll be a throw for Manchester United. That was an excellent Manchester United move, and it could have been so dangerous. But for Koeman. Ince followed out there by Koeman. Now will Phelan get to this one? Yes. Gets it back to Steve Bruce. Little chip by him, that was almost inch perfect, but United now keeping this pressure going as Ince gets it wide there to McClair. McClair then gives it away to Bakaylo. Koeman. Oh, Clayton Blackmore caught in possession there. He gets past Robson as well. Goekachir's shot, bobbling rather nastily there in front of Les Sealy. That's Goekachir.
Having talked about the McClair miss, I still think that he's the key to United, because he does get forward unmarked.
Yes, Hughes. Bundled off the ball unfairly. A free kick for Manchester United. I just wonder whether Clayton Blackmore might try something from this sort of range, or whether he might feel that 1 minute of the first half left. They say it's a great time to score in any game. So Busquets might get his hands peppered here as Blackmore drives it, but on this occasion quite tamely wide of the wall. Half-time whistle here in Rotterdam. Manchester United have had the better of it. They've had a glorious opportunity from Brian Leclerc that went over the top. But the half-time situation here in this Cup Winners' Cup final of 1991, Manchester United 0, Barcelona 0. Well, it's Marseille who went on, and indeed Chris Waddle's side now in the European Cup final. But here we go now in Rotterdam for this second half of this Cup Winners' Cup final. Barcelona, let me remind you, in the blue strip, Manchester United in the white. Robson up with the header. Here's McLean. A little touch through now for Mark Hughes. Can he finish that up? It was a little lob over the keeper, but sadly for United also over the crossbar.
Well, again, it was half a chance, because if you look at the situation, Mark Hughes is there first. It was not the best of efforts from Mark Hughes. One has to say that again.
Robson. Flack stays down, and Hughes on his way. Nando's after him. Hughes now onto that right foot, and United unlucky there. That just ricocheted off a defender. That looked to be goal bound. Hughes, just as he did in Warsaw, took it onto that right foot from that identical position and just clipped Nando, as you saw. And it's a corner for Manchester United, which Sharp will take. Boys, the big men, ready to have a launch at this one, but it's Alessandro with a header away for Barcelona. And an offside, surely, yes, against Goicoechea. So, 10 minutes of the second half gone. Alex Ferguson on his feet, trying to attract Lee Sharp's attention for something. Floated there towards Hughes. Phelan onto the left foot. Let's get a good cross in now. Up towards Hughes, fisted away well. Ince trying to return it. It came off Alessandro. And another throw to Manchester United. Alessandro to Laudrup. There's a break here. Vigoristan. Now Goicoechea. Salinas waiting in the middle. Vigoristan. Laudrup. Koeman's made a break. They'll have to watch this one. Salinas with a little turn. And Koeman tried to play it in again. And Blackmore seemed an age before he could get in there. But Ronald Koeman there suddenly made that break from midfield. And suddenly all sorts of possibilities opened up for Barcelona.
Actually, it's not before time that Koeman has done something in this game. He really hasn't done a lot so far.
Missed kick there. Can Sharp take advantage of it? Can Leclerc take advantage of it? They're all over the place. Will it fall for Lee Sharp? It's just gone wide.
I don't think Lee Sharp's got much to reproach himself for. I think the ball was well covered when he hit it. I've got an idea that the defenders would have got there had it been on target. Yeah.
Well, he might just have done. But that's the first time, really, there have been a serious lapse in the Barcelona defence in this second half. Real mouth-watering prospects there as United now get another free kick. The foul by Alessandro on Mark Hughes. Surely not from this range. No, it's going to be Brian Robson floating in there towards Steve Bruce. And it's in there! United are in the lead. Steve Bruce with a header. A fantastic breakthrough. Robson's free kick. Bruce with a header. Hughes went in and finished it off, but I think it was probably already over the line. We'll have a look maybe from this angle. A great header by Bruce. Beyond the clutching arms of the keeper. No, in fact, well, it's in there. And United are in the lead.
I think you've got to give it to Steve Bruce, but if I was Mark Hughes, I'd be claiming it.
Salinas, Pinilla, bringing Goicoechea. He's the real danger man, this one. Getting the cross in. Bruce with a header, getting a bit of distance on it. And a corner given to Barcelona. So it's Goycochea with the corner. Robson with the header. McClare, the long ball forward, and it's Ince who's right up there. Hughes onside. There's a chance for another one here. Maybe not now. Yes, there is! A fantastic goal by Hughes. Spreads his arms wide and probably makes the game safe for United. I thought he'd taken that far too wide. Laudrup crossing it in. Hughes bringing it away. McClare's up there with him. And Hughes savaged there by Baquero, and Baquero's going to get a yellow card. Oh, and United are incensed with the way that the midfielder went for Mark Hughes. And the Swedish referee gives a yellow card to the number 6 Baquero for the assault on Mark Hughes. Phelan hustling to get that one away, couldn't quite make it. It's Laudrup again. Oh, that's a lovely bit of play on the ground by Laudrup. And the challenge by Robson. And the referee's given the free kick. He has got the most explosive free kick. He's renowned for it throughout European football. And United, if he pierces this wall and gets it past Les Sealey, they're not home and dry yet. Here's Koeman with the free kick. And it's in there! Well, there's relief for Barcelona. And the game has opened up again. There's the warning about the free kick.
Well, I don't think you could blame Les. He got to it.
10 minutes now to go. Nando's cushion header for Koeman. Here's Baquero. And suddenly Barcelona look a different side now as Laudrup comes forward for them. The ball comes in. It might come for Baquero. It might now come for Pinillo, but the flag is up. The flag is up. The flag is up.
Yeah, the flag was up for
My
a long
word,
time.
it's getting a bit close now. I've said it before, and I would think we've probably now got a nation on the edge of their seats. Cruyff must feel that Barcelona are back in this with a real big chance now. Here's Koeman, the man who's caused Manchester hearts to flutter. Baquero, Goycochea, in goes Sharp, and then Blackmore plays it away down the line, but it'll still be in possession for Barcelona.
Yeah, you're quite right, Brian. What Manchester have got to do is they've got to get hold of this ball and just knock it around between themselves for 10, 15 seconds just to get themselves back into a bit of composure.
It's Barcelona who are doing all this now, you see. They just can't get possession sensibly, United. This is Eusebio. Oh, come on, now let's see if we can... McClare now. Hughes is up ahead of him. Hughes is on his way again, looking for a hat-trick. Down he goes. That's a free kick right on the edge of the box, and Nando will get a yellow card. Will he? A red card! Nando sent off for presumably the professional foul on Mark Hughes on the edge of the box.
I suppose justice has finally been done. He certainly has won it. Now, he did bring Mark Hughes down. You can't really argue with that.
That puts a slightly different complexion on it.
It was a one-on-one situation.
And Nando's off.
And as I say, he has done his share in this game.
Manchester United leading by 2-1 in this Cup Winners' Cup final in Rotterdam. The free kick for them. Robson's behind it. Hughes is waiting. The keeper's there too. Blackmore's lined up behind it also. Nando. What a disappointment for him, a 24-year-old. Blackmore shot, straight at the keeper.
Good free kick, well struck. Free kick coming up, it was a well-hit ball, it could have gone anywhere.
Teasingly into that Manchester United penalty area, there he goes. And a good jump by Blackmore. But United have pulled everybody back now. Salinas trying to get in there, and you see Blackmore giving away the corner there, which United could ill afford to do. Salinas waiting. Baquera's in there too. Baquera's with a header. Get that away. Yes, Robson does. But it'll be a throw to Barcelona on the far side. Inside 3 minutes now. United hanging on to this 2-1 lead. Up goes Sealy for that one. Off the head of Salinas. A back header. And Panilla, with Sealy out of his goal, almost had a chance of turning it back in. It's a goal kick. A little over 2 minutes left now. Hughes turning again. Getting away from Baquero. It'll be a goal kick. And if United win, they'll become the sixth team from England to have won this Cup Winners' Cup. Spurs, West Ham, Manchester City, Chelsea and Everton are the others. The glorious six, if United can just do it. Panilla being challenged by Bruce. Oh! Panilla's getting in there. There could be problems here. Sealy has lost it again. And Laudrup kicked off the line by Blackmore. My goodness me, how close that was. And it's not over yet. Phelan back there. My goodness, up to Hughes, and now United can break out. McClare's made a brilliant break down the left-hand side. Can Hughes pick him up? Coming towards the last minute now. Here's McClare. Lee Sharp's gone into the middle. Robson with the ball. Now just hold it for a moment. Plays it now for McClare. Sharp and Hughes are waiting in the middle. And a good save by the keeper, but it's a goal, it's a corner. And that'll take a little more time. 1 minute to go.
And I think we're now seeing United wasting up the time.
Sharp. A free kick. Given which way?
To United.
To United. A few more seconds. A little closer to that bit of silverware. The first time in 23 years, remember, that United have won a European final.
Well, more importantly, Brian, we're back in Europe and we've proved that we're still a great footballing nation.
Sharp having a little hustle. A throw then to Barcelona. On my watch, 15 seconds are left. Goycochea with a long, despairing kick out of defence. They get it back to Baquero. It's not over yet. Here come Barcelona again. Ince trying to get his challenge in and does so well. McClare playing it up there, but that was a wasted ball. And Busquets will now get the ball as far downfield as he can. We're playing time added on. Pallister's header. Sharp gets it away. Now hold it, Mark Hughes. No, he can't. Oh, and it's been knocked by McClare straight to Goycochea. In comes Dennis Owen. It's over! Manchester United are the winners. 2 goals for 1 after a wait of 23 years. There's Sealy frustrating the goal. 2 goals by Mark Hughes. And United are home. Victors in Europe. A place in Europe next season as well. Alex Ferguson, the victorious manager. What a marvellous night for British football and above all for a great club, Manchester United. Here comes the big moment for Manchester United and not least for their irrepressible captain, Brian Robson. Up he goes. The Cup Winners' Cup of 1991 belongs to Manchester United.